Good morning, everybody. Good morning. God dang. Oof. Good morning. It was a great morning. It's been a great morning. I nailed that prior day close in gold for $500. And I hit that crossover retest prior day open short in RTY. I was trying to get $500 out of it. It just didn't get there. I got clipped out for $300. So it's been a good morning. So I'm up. What is it? I'm up $700, $692, $692. I need to write my numbers down for the end of the month, for the end of the week last week. Shit, let me do that right now. 8152.96, enter, and 692.36 minus. So 7461. 7461. I have a marker. That's my start. So I don't know what my spread was last week. It was like 4,100. All right. I'll figure that out in a minute. All right. I'm back. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Man, we had a good start to the morning. Did everybody see the trades I'm talking about? I was texting them in the freaking. I didn't text the RTY one in there because I was too focused on it, but I texted the gold one in because I saw it. I actually saw the RTY one late. I wasn't really looking at the RTY. I was still looking at gold and excited that I made my $500. And then I looked over and I'm like, oh shit, there's an RTY one short. So I jumped in it. And then I didn't have time to put it into chat. Anyways, I mean, there was, man, I think we got a 1 minute gold line that just set up in RTY. Hold on, let me look at this. What time do we have? 9:47. All right. Here's my damn short in the RTY. I was following the back of the candle and I was trying to get $500 out of it. And just didn't get there. Yeah, gold was nice, huh, Jim? Shit, man. That gold trade was beautiful. Not only that, the damn thing has played its way out all the way to the other side of the market, which is, someday I'll get there. Someday I'll get there. Today's not that day. But when I say to the other side of the market, what I mean is, for those of you wondering what I mean, this right here, man. So this setup happened right here in gold. It had been here before. See, it crossed over in the pre-market, knocked it, and went straight up to the moon. And then it did about as deliberate as you can get. Retest right here, boom, and it went back all the way across to this side. I mean, that was the intent of the move. And they're going to bring it back. Now they're going to bring it back to the open. So they're playing ping pong between the open and the prior day close right now in gold. Man, that would have been a smoking trade there, but I don't have that kind of nerve in me yet. Off the prior day close, that was the money, man. That was a machine right there. That was a beautiful setup. God dang it. I couldn't have drawn one better. I typed it in the chat when we were right about here, because I was like, oh my God, they're doing it. They're getting ready to sweep the bottom and then run it back up. And that is exactly what they did. So RTY, I guess I'm lucky I got out here. $5,300. You're killing me. You're killing me. Mine was $500. Mine was $500. Mine was $500. $500, man. What a way to start the week off. Did you get that much, Stuart, off that trade? Is that what you made off that trade? Is that what you made off that trade? God, what a start to the week. That was a beautiful setup right here. Oh my God. What a setup. This RTY one was pretty nice too. I really thought they were going to run it down to the low, to the prior day low. And they just rotated it up and didn't do it. The ES is sitting on the overnight open right now. It might have a long here. For those of you paying attention, because we haven't tested the top of the ES, the overnight open yet, to the long side. So I gotta calm down a little bit myself right now. But the ES, for those of you looking at the ES, that might be a setup. I need to calm down a little because I'm a little high strung right now after those two trades. I mean, I basically just made I'm short of it, but I basically made my goal for the week in just before I even turned the live stream on. So the ES looks like it might have a rotation here. I'm gonna stick my nose in it if it does it. I'm gonna stick my nose in it if it does it. No, I'm not. I'm gonna wait. Hold on here. Let me look for something else. I was hoping that we'd get a 1 minute gold line trade here back to the prior day open in gold. But we didn't do that, obviously. Don't we have news like right now or something that I need to be paying attention to? That's why I stopped thinking about this. Yeah, we got news at 10. Yeah, I need to relax. Well, 10's not that close. I lose track of time when I'm live streaming. I have found that. I kind of lose track of time of what's going on. Yeah, thank you, Grand Slam. Yeah, I lose track of time when I start trading. I get so focused, I just don't know what time it is. Even though there's timers all over my screens. There's timers all over my screens. I lose track of time. That's amazing, Stuart. I'm excited for you, buddy. Holy shit. That is great. That is an amazing result. Good morning, Stephen. I'm going to wait till this 10 o'clock news gets over. Like I said, I'm a little high strung right now. I got a little amped up from my two trades back to back like that. I got a little amped up. God dang, RTY, man. It was like it got down to here. So it was like, I think it was about 8 or 9 ticks from my $500 I was looking for. Yeah, about 8 or 9 ticks from my $500. So I'm going to wait till the news gets over. You guys may see something on my screens. This thing right here. I'm going to show it to you a little later. I'm still trying to figure out how to use it. Whew, man. Whew. The NQ did a crossover retest at a prior day open to the short side. For those of you that may have been looking at the NQ, and it worked. It's working. It's still working right here. Crossed over, went up. Also happened to be on your gold line, but then down it went. Yeah. I'm just a little well, we're about 4 minutes from the news right now. So, God dang. What a swing. What a swing from here to there. What a swing. Holy cow. Look at the YM covered up. Oh, YM is just nosediving. God dang it. Whew. What a start to the day. What a start to the week. 3, 4, 4, 5, 7, 4, 6, 1, 4, 0, 1, 6. The 4016 was my number for the week last week. And that was a bad day on Monday. No, not Monday. Thursday and Friday. Thursday and Friday were not good days for me. All right, we're 2 minutes from news. 2 minutes from news. Boy, is it going to do a rejection off that? Man, I certainly wouldn't have the the guts for that. Look at that. They may do a rejection off the prior day open. Are we there yet? One more minute for news. So we got to go 26 more seconds, I guess, on my end. Jesus. Good start to the week. I'd like to see RTY come down and maybe retest the prior day open to the long side here soon. See, the news has caused some spastic candles. This is why we try to stay out of that stuff. Look at that. All right. All right, hold on here. RTY might do what I said. Might do what I said. Hold on here. Shit. Man, are you going to do it? Stop. Shoot. My phone's ringing. It's not at my desk. I'm going to let it ring. If we get two candles with the same top right here, I might take this long in RTY. If this candle just sits here, no, sit there. Just sit there. Just sit there. Just sit there. All right, let's go. Let's go. There you go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. I'm gonna get myself. Come on. I'm out. Shit. This is doing the same thing. Inside candle right there. Inside candle. We had an inside candle right there. I'm going to take the long out the other side of the prior day open. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Come on, gold. Come on. There you go. There you go. Come on. There you go. Come on. Come on. All right. Shit. I didn't give either one of those any room because we're still kind of out of news. I didn't want to give either one of them any room. Man, that inside candle right there on top of the prior day open. I really was hoping that was going to blow long. All right. Well, that was good. Good idea in gold, apparently. Thanks, David. Thanks, David. It's because nobody likes the fact that I made all my money before I even turned the live stream on. Holy shit. There's some beautiful setup. I typed the main one in. I typed the one that Jim made all his money in the chat before we went live. I typed that trade in, said, here it is. It's setting up. Go ahead, take it. And Stuart made all his money in that too. Okay, we need them to start moving again. Excellent, Orville. Excellent. That's excellent, Orville. Yeah, it was, David. You know, you could sit around and wait for those setups only, and boom, that's it. You know, you could make a week's salary. Bam, you're done. Just happened to be that one happened first damn thing in the morning on Monday. First damn thing in the morning on Monday. All right, so gold is doing that same crap, man, that I don't like. It'll go into dormant mode after 10 o'clock for a while. It just starts going. It'll start going sideways for a while. Then it'll start moving again in a little bit. Give me just a second. I got to grab my phone. People keep texting me. I don't have my phone with me. I'm still hyperventilating from my trades this morning. What? All right. God dang it. Sorry. It's Monday. You know, I've said this before. My worst day of the week, not for trading, but for my business, is Monday. I am blown up here. I don't know what it is, but my business went from like me sitting around doing nothing to, without even talking about this stuff here, I've got 13 customers I need to get put into contracts and permits and that kind of stuff right now. I've got 13, which is just crazy. Now, pattern-wise, gold has set up for a crossover retest to the short side. I personally am not going to take that trade. I just don't feel the intent to move. I don't feel the intent with gold is for it to be short. But here's the setup right here. So the entry is going to be, as of right now, it's going to be right here. Now, if we can get a smaller candle, something that I don't have to stretch myself on, I'm going to be more interested. So like if this candle can stay up here and consolidate and that kind of stuff, I'll be a lot more interested. Right now, I'm not. You guys can hear my phone just blowing up behind me. Jesus. So yeah, I need an easier entry than a candle this big for me to take that trade. All right, so we had an inside candle here. See this inside to this one? What I would prefer is this candle to go through the top. To go through the top and then roll down is my preference right now. Okay, it's through the top. So I'm willing to take the short if it runs back down now. Now I'm willing to take the short. But like I said, I still think the intent is for it to go long. But they blew through the top of my inside candle on that line. So if the sharks are in the tank, they did that on purpose. Now they're going to slam it down. If the sharks aren't in the tank, then we're just wasting time. And yeah, we're just wasting time. Now this setup may happen again here with a smaller candle. Again, I'm okay with that. So I'm going to keep waiting. I'm not giving up yet. Nothing has happened to make me give up, but I need to have another setup. So I'd like this candle to be an inside candle. This would be an even better setup than the last one. This one to be, don't go through the top. Don't go through the top. Oh, you did. Damn it. Yeah. All right. I'm just going to sit and wait. Just going to sit and wait. Good morning. We've had fireworks already this morning. Lots of fireworks this morning. Holy shit. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So the longs are going back in control of gold, apparently, which is fine with me. That was the direction I thought we were going to go. I'd like this candle to close, just stay up there and close, and then come the next one. Don't do it now. Well, here we are. Shit. Damn it. Man, crap. I need this candle to consolidate right here. Just consolidate. Don't run off on me. You talking about this one? Come on. All right, clean out some stops and let's go long. Okay, sit. Damn it, quit running away. God damn it. This sucker's going to blow right through that top. But I'm not chasing it. I just can't do it. And that's why, right there. Go back down. Okay. Now go back up. If it goes back up now, I'll take it. If it doesn't, which it doesn't look like it's gonna, then I'm not. All right. We're just going to play monkey games for a while in gold, it looks like. And in the process, I'm going to miss trades like the overnight open rejection in the ES. Farfignugan. Wow, the NQ had a beautiful cross. Look at that. Does anybody see that? I don't know if any of you took this. I can't stare at too many charts at the same time, but we had Donchian Channel back up to the prior day open. Wham. Look at that nice candle right there. That's a beautiful candle, not too big. There's your entry. Boom, you're up. That's shit. 31, 30, 40, 50, 40, 50. That's a 40-point trade minimum. You took it, Ivan? You're my hero. All right, $580. You're my hero, buddy. All right. Not only that, Ivan, not that it matters because I don't want to confuse anybody. Not that it matters, but it also was right off it was the crossover rejection of the 5-minute 9 EMA. There was a combination. Wow. Excellent job, Ivan. Excellent. I can only look at so many charts at the same time. Jesus. That's a beautiful setup in the NQ. Absolutely gorgeous setup in the NQ. You took the ES one, William? There you go. Come on. What the hell? You guys don't need me. You guys don't need me. Okay, Ivan. Good. No, you guys don't need me. What the hell? It does. It does at times. It just can be real tricky. So I don't like to teach it as a trade, Ivan. I don't like to teach that red line as a trade. It's because you got to have it's a 5-minute line, so you really got to be willing to give it some room to work sometimes. Come on, NQ. Come on, NQ. Come on. Come on. I'm in the 1-minute gold line on the NQ, if any of you saw that setup. We had a crossover retest off of Donchian low. Come on, NQ. Go down. It knocked me out at even. It rolled back up off the channel. It rolled back up. It rolled back up off the channel. That right there. So we had a crossover, Donchian Channel low, smooth pullback, and then boom, I took that short. It went back to the channel, which was really not a lot of profit. So I was looking further down here, and it came back up, knocked me out. I covered my commissions or whatever, but not that was the objective by any stretch of the imagination. It's probably going to still roll over because it's being pushed by the 9 EMA. You can see it came up and touched the 9 again, and it's pushing it down. So if I gave the trade room, it probably would work, but okay, what do we got going on? Let me get gold out of the way since it's gone in dormant mode for a while. Yeah, since gold's gone in dormant mode for a while, let me get it out of the way and start looking for some trades in the equities. Give me a minute, Ivan. Give me a minute. I got to get this thing out of the way because I can't see. All right, so we got a potential. Let me see here. Got a potential 1-minute gold line in YM. I don't have any space here for a rejection. All right, gold might be finally moving again. Holy cow. Holy cow. Gold might actually be moving again. There's that 1-minute gold line. Shoot. Come on, YM. For any of you in it, this thing needs to rotate. Rotate. Come on, break through those lows. Come on, YM. For any of you in it, man, be in it to win it. In it to win it. I'd have my stop at even right now, and I'd be looking for whatever your target is. It was a nice, because you touched this really was a nice setup because you touched your gold line here on your smooth pullback after your crossover, and then you had an inside candle. So, your stop should be here and your target should be down wherever you're trying to make your money. No, I'm not. I'm not keen on that red line in gold. We meandered our way to it, David. If you look at all the noise between the high and where we got to the red line. Look at that. If any of you caught that YM, man, let me know. That really was a nice setup. It finally broke out current day lows, had a smooth pullback, consolidated candle, boom, 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 man. I mean, that was a beautiful setup. Did anybody catch that? Of course, you know why that one worked? Because my NQ one didn't work. That's why the YM one worked. Yeah, that's you caught 20 on that, Jeff. All right, good for you. That's why that trade worked. The reason this one worked was because instead I took this one. Okay, so you guys just need to understand this is part of the rules of this chat. If there's two equity setups at the same time, take the opposite one that I take. Okay? Take the opposite one that I take. That'll make you your money. Don't take the same one I take because that sucker's guaranteed to get stuck. Guaranteed to get stuck. The one I take is going to get stuck. So if you take the opposite one I take, you're going to be a winner. That YM trade was gorgeous. God dang it. Yeah, that Apex situation is rather interesting, Bill. I was going to talk about that. Just because the scenario is rather interesting, especially for those of you starting to catch on with what's going on here. Because right now Apex, the account is 70% off. Obviously sometimes they have 80% offs and 90% offs, but where they ding you is you get the account and say you pass, you don't have much invested, but then you got to pay, sometimes $85, sometimes $140. I don't remember all the numbers to get your PA account. And whatever that PA ends up being, it's a lifetime PA fee. You got that one, Thomas? Good for you, man. Good for you. Good for you. So now all of a sudden, for the first time I've ever seen this, they send out a notification that okay, so you can do 70% off for the account. You can pass in a day, all that kind of stuff. So like that, so that prior date close, if you'd have jacked that on a 50K account would say, 5 contracts, boom, you've already passed. But then the key is that your PAs are $40. $40 is cheap. $40 is very cheap, very inexpensive for a PA account. And so when you get that PA, the number one thing to remember is now it's time to, pull back the reins on what you did to pass your eval and start trading that PA mentally, emotionally. Start trading that PA like I do sitting here with my live account. Meaning don't allow yourself to get punched in the head. And sit on your hands until the setups are. I know that is very good, isn't it, Thomas? That's exactly my point. I mean, that's a lot cheaper than anything I ever did when I was using Apex. I read that and I started doing, Thomas, it's funny because I still have my trade copier. I started doing the math in my head and I'm like, wait a second. I could do like 10 accounts and I easily can pass in a day. Could have done it right on that gold line trade right there. I could pass in a day and all of a sudden I'm trading PAs, 10 of them, huh? I mean, I actually started thinking it in my head. But anyways, that is a hell of a deal. It is a hell of a deal. Well, that's been going on since Jesus wore sandals, Ice Cold Trader. I know, that's what I was thinking, Tech. That's exactly what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking. I might have to make another run for some free money from Apex. The cool part about the Apex, I told you, the money goes into my S Corp. So it's like, it's a total different tax situation. Man, that YM trade was a beast. Look at that. If you follow the back of the candles on that YM trade, you're still in it. If you follow the back of the candles on that YM trade, you're still in it. Your stop would be right here. $5 days. So 40% off, that includes, but is that just the eval? Or is that the PA? Or I don't know. I don't know anything about take profit. I don't know anything about it. Are you automatically like in a PA or something from day one? Or by the way, take profit has messaged me many times to be an affiliate. It's a scam. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't, they message me all the time. Take profit. Just so you guys know. I mean, take profit. I don't know. There's whatever these, all these companies or names are. And they message me all the time to be, an affiliate and all that kind of garbage. And I don't do it. The only one I even attempted to do it with, I think, was Bullinex. And I told them that I wanted, I wanted to use the account, whatnot, before I would tell you guys about it and get a payout and all that kind of stuff. And, I don't want to sling mud at anybody really, but something in the process that I implied they apparently didn't agree or something. I don't know. It was like I asked for something and they not money or anything like that. And they told me, oh yeah, no problem. And then when I went to go do whatever that was, turns out the person I was dealing with didn't tell me the truth. And so I mean, right out of the gate, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to tell you guys about it. Now I know there's some people in here that use Bullinex, but I didn't have a good experience. So I just don't tell anybody about any companies that I don't personally use. So, like I use TradeSaver, but I use the free version. I've used Apex, obviously, and I've never had any problems getting a payout from Apex. And I don't believe that any of the numbers that they're posting are lies. I do believe that they are paying out the money they're talking about, because the money they're bringing in is significantly higher than the money they're paying out, period. So when they pay out, $250 million, it's because they brought in significantly more than that. Well, that I do, William Beckham, totally agree with that. I totally agree with that, because they know. Okay, so William says Apex is trying to bait people into holiday trading, and I don't listen. I don't disagree with that, because right now, if you sign up, okay, this is November 3rd. They do this every time the market's about to go slow. They'll come out with some crazy ass like sale thing, okay? And if you happen to look at a trading schedule, you'll recognize that it's all laid out perfectly to when all of a sudden, for example, in this case, you're going to be trying to get those PAs to work, during Thanksgiving. Now, if you're smarter than the average clown who just buys these things and rolls them and buys these things and rolls them and buys these things and rolls them, you can still take advantage of the situation by just not allowing yourself to be, in the middle of all the bullshit during Thanksgiving, for example. Nobody's forcing you to take the trades then. They just know the psychology of the traders is going to be, y'all are going to be rolling the dice at the worst time to be trading. That's again, I know traders personally that have traded with Top Step in the past, and out of the blue, Top Step has changed their rules and not paid them. I know traders personally that's happened to. Traders that aren't how do I say this? Traders that aren't like spastic traders that actually trade, traders that actually know how to trade, not traders who are just thinking it's a get rich quick scheme. So the markets across the board are starting to head long again. Listen, Daryl and I have spoke multiple times Exactly. Yeah. Daryl and I have spoke multiple times personally. And, the one thing I can say about Daryl is Daryl makes money trading. And so, now his counterpart there, John, I'm not a fan of John. Keep me off the phone from John. Let's put it that way. Keep me off the phone from John. Keep me off the phone from John and we'll be good. John's definitely the used car salesman. Shit. Oh, yeah. Doesn't he? Amelia? Doesn't he? Yeah. He's got buy here, pay here, used car salesman. Look to him. Oh, you just made me laugh. Yeah. Yeah. He does. All right. I think I just made a mistake. Let's see here. He's trying. he's trying to sell you a Toyota 4Runner with 350,000 miles on it. That he rolled back the odometer on it. 300,000 miles. Yeah. Yeah, clear coat for free. I'm going to put nitrogen in your tires for free. Trust me, it's already in there. We usually charge $1,000 for that service. All right, let's see here. That is a scam, isn't it? Now, one of you guys is going to take this video and you're going to send it to John just to get me in trouble. Yeah, that's what, I already know how this is going to play out. There's always a plant in the crowd. There's always a plant in the crowd. That's his last name. I couldn't remember his last name. Yeah, Skeleton. No, I bet there's some skeletons in that closet. Oh, man. All right, so let's see here. Let's talk about what I'm looking at. I'm going to look at the reversal trade of what Thomas took to make all his money today. Hold on here. Hold on here. I'm getting ready to try to show it to you guys. Jesus. All right, so right here. So gold has crossed over and sat on top of the red line now, broke this pivot that it took us down. So I'm looking for this thing to go back long to the open. Sit, 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 sit. 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 All right, here we are. We'll see if we can get anywhere. So the opposite trade of this back that way now. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm going to have to give it some room to work too. Damn it. All right, I'm in. I'm going to have to give it some room to work. Damn it. That part I'm not excited about. Come on, go up. Come on, gold. All right, come on, come on. Come on, gold. Oh my God. I should have taken it out. I should have taken it out. What was I thinking? Should have taken it out at the bottom of that candle right there. Now I'm in trouble. Come on. Let's go. Reload. Reload. Let's go. Come on. Big mistake on my part. Wow. Oh my God. That was terrible. I used to copy trade accounts. I have a copy trader that I use, or that I've used, I should say. I still have it. I just got clobbered. Wow. Are you really going to roll down? I guess so. Yeah, that was nuts. It is nuts. All right, I'm out of that. Well, that was terrible. What, honey? Come here. What's the matter? I know what you want. She wants to go outside. Come here. Come say hi to everybody. Come say hi to everybody. Lucy wants to say hi. Oh, Lucy, yes. Lucy wants to say hi to everybody. Yes, she does. Okay, honey. Yes, I know. I know. Yep, that's why, David. I know my mistake was I let it pull back. I shouldn't have let it pull back. I shouldn't have let it pull back on me like that. Big mistake. Big mistake on my part. All right, we're sitting on top of the prior day low in RTY. We just broke the pivot. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, God. I'm looking at the same setup in the NQ. And, of course, it's off and running. And the RTY is just sitting here. Why are you sitting here? Come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's go back to the hot, to the open. Come on. We broke the pivot. We just need to get going. Go. All right. Come on. Now go. There you go. Jesus. Come on. Now rotate. Now rotate. Come on. Now rotate. Let's go. Came back to clean out the stops. I'm happy with that. Now let's run. All right, I'll put my stop at even or a little bit up. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Now we're running. What an ugly trade. Come on. Let me get this out of the way so I can see what's going on over here. Okay, so the YM is kind of stuck at the prior day low. All right, whoa. Come on, go. Yeah, there you go. All right, let's go. Let's go. The ES is sitting right on the current open. Shit. That's not good. Come on. Ah. Oh, come on, YM. Push up. Come on, RTY. Come on. Come on. Push long, damn it. It's going to take a lot of energy to push that up. Jesus. Come on. All right. Jesus. Come on. Push. Push long, please. Damn it. Damn it. Kind of stuck in limbo because in my mind, they want to at least take it to the red line. All right. Are we going to break to that top? Break that top. Come on. Break that top. Break that top, damn it. Come on. Come on. Yeah, I know. The ES is stuck. Damn it. That's what's causing us to get hung up right now. God dang it. Come on, ES. I need you to start pushing up. I'm watching the ES over here to my left. The ES is getting ready to push. Come on, ES, push. All right, I'm going to put my stop here. Man. All right. Everybody's coming back to life again. We really need to blow through this top here with some energy. Some energy. Come on. All right. I'm not going to let it come back on me from here. So I'm out. There we go. All right. I wasn't going to let it come back on me from there. I needed it to go through that top harder than that. See the ES, I'm looking at this. So what happened as this kind of got sideways here is the ES had hit. It had come from here and hit not only the red line, but the overnight open. And it pushed it down. And so that's the battle right here going on. So, I mean, there's too much headwinds over here for me to worry about that getting through that red line back up to here. Now, this is where they want to take it. But because they're taking it from line to line. Prior day low to prior day open. That's what they're trying to do. But there's some problems in the way with the ES. No problem, George. Listen. I had somebody say to me one time, I'm going to tell you guys a funny story. I had somebody say to me one time, why are you teaching people these trades? Don't you think that too many people are doing your trades? I'm like, I guess you don't understand. First of all, the volume that's in these instruments, what people doing that I do is never going to change the result of that trade. Number one. Number two, there's so many different setups all day long. You know what I mean? Somebody could be short that red line right now. I mean, somebody could be short that ES right now, which I wouldn't blame them if they had done that. But this is where they wanted to take that damn thing, right? They want to take it to here. I just don't have the kaputzes to trade it through that, looking at the ES. I was in a trade at the same time, Jim. So I was, in RTY, which worked. My RTY trade worked. Well, that's true. Short stuff. No. That is true. That is true. But my objective for every single one of you is the same as Jim and myself and probably Orville sometime here in the future, and several other people that watched my strategy. My objective for you guys is to learn how to do this, make your money, and take your money out of the prop firms like I did and like Jim did, and open up your account in your own name, and don't worry about any rules or any bullshit, so that you can develop beyond the prop firm stuff. But it's all a process. See you later, ice cold trader. It's all a process, and my process was for me to do it with the prop firms and then da. But the goal is for have everybody really trading, for you as your own, you individually, your goal should be to not use a prop firm going forward. That's my personal opinion. But you got to get there first. But yes, you are 100% correct. Whew. Are we done? Are we done? Yeah, exactly. That's true, Orville. Now, Jim used to copy trade with his own personal accounts, but then he realized, forget it, I'm just going to jack my contracts, which that's exactly what I think you should do. Copy trading just creates opportunities for technical issues. And I'm a professional at learning all those technical issues. Oh yeah, Thomas. There was a lawsuit, Thomas, and I'm gonna be generic here, okay? Yeah, exactly, Amelia. You got it. You got to work your 1,000% think you got to work your way away from copy trading. Ultimately, so Thomas, back to your point about money in prop firm stuff. Now, granted, when I'm saying there's two right now, there are two lawsuits against prop firms going on. Okay, there's one lawsuit between Top Step and God dang it, some YouTuber. He's some trading YouTuber. The fuck is his name? I don't know his name. Yeah, Lenny, you're right. What's his name? Those are, I think those are his initials, right? Patrick, or I can't remember his name. Anyways, there's a lawsuit going on between some YouTuber and Top Step right now, and in the filings there are some Patrick Whelan. Yeah, that's it. No, not me. I don't use Top Step, Thomas. So, anyways, and Patrick Whelan, yeah, and so there's a lawsuit, and in the process of this lawsuit between him suing Top Step and Top Step suing him, I think Top Step sued him first, and Top Step said some pretty interesting things in their filing about Patrick and the honesty of his channel, which they say was not honest, that these wins that he had and these payouts that he had weren't real. This is what Top Step's saying. And then the other thing is, but in it, there was some numbers thrown around. Well, also at the same time, there's a lawsuit between some person who wrote a lot of the programming. No problem, David. There's somebody who helped do a lot of the programming, backroom stuff for Apex. He had a percentage ownership in the business or something, and I don't know what the deal was, but there was a fallout between him and the rest of the guys, and so he negotiated a buyout, and in that negotiation, John Skelton got involved and whatnot. So, my understanding is they didn't pay him. And it was supposed to be based off of percentage of the profitability for so much further. Anyways, long story short, in that lawsuit, Thomas, they're talking about monthly net revenue that this guy is suing Apex for, monthly net revenues in the tens of millions of dollars after payouts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, yeah. Every month. After expenses, after payouts, whatnot, the figures are somewhere, they're far north of $3, $4, $5 million. They're like in the $10, $12 million range of the time period that this guy per month, that this guy supposedly was supposed to get paid like 20% of the net or something. So he's suing them for like $10 million. And that filing, if you Google or if you go on YouTube, and somebody did a story about it on YouTube. So you can do a YouTube search and maybe find the details of it. I think it still is, Thomas, yes. And I believe it's in Texas, the lawsuit, I believe. And of course, I think Apex's argument is, good job, Jim. I think Apex's argument is like he didn't honor his side of the equation of the exit or something. I don't know. I don't know what their defense is. But in the filing, in the lawsuit are the actual numbers, and they're pretty heavy. And then Patrick Wheeling, and then Patrick Wheeling ends up over at Apex now. And my understanding is, and again, I don't know this stuff, but like these places, like what are they called? Top Step in Apex. My understanding, again, I don't know this. My understanding is they're not just paying these. They're not paying like Patrick just what do they call that? Affiliate money. They're paying like, promotional money, like real money. And Patrick Wheeling apparently said some really, 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 really disparaging things about the owner of Top Step. Like some really disparaging things that are not nice, like hateful things, not things about him personally, but things about him, not things about that he did. Like if I called everybody in this YouTube channel an asshole, for example, and you guys said that I'm an asshole for calling people an asshole. That's one thing, but it was more like things about his relationship with his wife, things about that kind of stuff. Just non-professional stuff. And having seen Patrick before on YouTube and stuff, none of that shocks me. And that's why he got sued. You can confirm he said it? Okay. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. It's stuff I don't want to talk about on this channel. I mean, this, but it's backwards way into, the point of how much money these prop firms make, which is a significant amount of money. At least the bigger ones, like Top Step and Apex. All right, Jim. What do you think about gold, Jim? Do you like the fact that I turned you on to trading gold instead of the NQ? Well, I shouldn't say instead of, but yeah. Probably by not paying people. Thomas, probably by not paying people. Lilu's another one that contacts me often. I'm like, do you even watch my channel? I mean, the biggest proof that Lilu doesn't pay is they didn't pay Daryl. That's why Apex exists. Is Lilu gone? Are they gone? I'm looking at it, David. I am looking at it. Let me show you what David's bringing up. By the way, this trade, for those of you paying attention, it did get there. I just don't have the kaputs to go from, unless it's clean sailing without stuff in the way, I don't have the kaputs to go from here to here. I'm just telling you my shortcomings. Yeah, you love gold. I know. Isn't it great? Gold is great. Broke 200K year to date for my first time trading in my life. And you started off with $5,000, just like me in your account, Jim, right? That you just funneled over in your account. So let me look at this. I don't know. 888, I don't know. Oh shit. I missed. All right, I'm in. Oh, you're gonna go through the top, aren't you, you piece of garbage? Yep. What are we looking at? Oh shit. I'm not paying attention here. Come on, give me my money back. Give me my money back. There we go. Just got my money back. There. Yeah, I'm reading too many comments to pay attention here. They did the old fake. They did the inside candle here.
757-647.
Hold on. Let me mute for a second. I had to mute. There was no sound because I had to mute. I had a call I had to take. I got a customer that's in the middle of chemo and all that stuff that I needed to. So when he calls me, I got to take the call because I don't know that I can get a hold of him the rest of the day, you know? Man, that rotation looks good, Jim. Where are you going to? 403. That rotation looks really good. God dang it. Quit fucking moving shit. Ooh. Man. There's a lot of pivots down here. So they stole my money one way and I took it back the other. You know, bastards. They had that inside candle that they blew through the top and came down through the bottom. That is the setup. That is the setup, man. Well, it wasn't inside. It was a tick down from this candle. Anyways. All right, guys. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut down because I have to. It's Monday. And this phone is just going to keep on dinging and ringing. My Mondays are bad, bad, bad. But it's a good thing, huh, Jim? I've got customers. I've got customers. About 4 months ago, I didn't have any customers hardly. Now I got customers. Got lots of customers. Everybody have a good day, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. All right. Bye. Don't forget to like the video there. You know, that might help. Like the video. It's expensive to do, but go ahead and like it anyways. Better than COVID, yes. I feel so much better, Walter. I feel so much better. I do feel a lot better. Talk to you guys later. Bye.